Australian hot rod racing demands swift reflexes and nerves of steel. Speeding around a dirt track is a thrill, but the open design of this car makes it a dangerous form of automobile racing. Every spring, racers from all over Australia come to Mount Gambier to drive in the Blue Lake Classic. Lynton Connor had been a racing enthusiast his whole life. After years of saving, he was finally able to afford a hot rod. Even though he's a novice driver, Lynton qualifies to race in the prestigious Blue Lake contest. Lynton and his car are performing well in the race. He is in fourth place when officials wave a yellow flag. This signals the drivers to slow down because there is an accident on the track. Lynton decreases his speed as instructed. Several of the cars careen into each other and come to a stop. Lynton's girlfriend sees his car get hit through her camera. Sandra Olsen's first worry is for their prized car.
I had the camera up ready to take a photo and thought, oh no, look at all the damage we've got to fix.
But suddenly, Lynton's car is in flames. Lynton struggles to get out of the car. The flames are getting bigger. He is trapped.
I started screaming for somebody to get him out. There was just sort of billows of black smoke, so I was sure that he was dead.
But then Lynton thrusts his arm out the window and waves through the flames. Rescue workers frantically try to put the fire out, but the automobile's fuel line is broken. Gasoline is leaking out of the fuel tank onto the track, feeding the blaze. Then, 2 trucks are brought in to tow or push the burning car forward off the spilled fuel. As the vehicle moves forward, a racing official is knocked down and almost run over. Lynton has now been engulfed in flames for an entire minute. They cannot get the fire out. And to make matters worse, now the flames are spreading underneath the truck. Risking his own life, fellow race car driver Ted Alabakas leans through the fire into the car. He can see Lynton frantically trying to unbuckle his seatbelt. Ted knows he is Lynton's last chance.
Lynton was really screaming. He was petrified. I started crying myself, and I just ripped my helmet off and my glasses, and I put my hand down inside the flames and unbuckled his seatbelt.
Bill Barrows, an infield lineman for the track, jumps on top of the flaming car to see if he can get Lynton out through the roof.
There was an immense amount of heat from the fire. I couldn't actually see Lynton's face, but he was obviously distressed and calling out, for goodness sake, get me out of here.
The heat's intensity forces Bill off the car. Ted climbs on the hood of the car and lifts Lynton. Miraculously, he stands up. Bill grabs the weakened driver and helps him jump to the ground. Lynton's chances of survival are poor. He is rushed to the hospital with third-degree burns. He also has internal injuries. His hands are burned so severely that all his fingers must be amputated. But after many operations and a year-long convalescence, Lynton recovers.
Probably more than a miracle that I survived it. Thanks to all those fellas, and particularly the nurses and doctors and family, Sandra. You take any part of that out, it wouldn't be simple as that.
Having won the race between life and death, Lynton can now look back and try to make sense out of the accident.
I sat in the car because there's rules and regulations about getting out of the vehicle before signal to do so.
But then Lynton realized he was in trouble.
I started to take my gloves off. I started fumbling with my seatbelt, and I just couldn't. And then I sort of gave up because I thought, well, this is it, it's all over.
Since Lynton's accident, the Confederation of Australian Motorsport has made many mandatory safety changes in racing. The fuel line is now on top of the tank, so if it breaks, the gas will not spill down onto the track. Also, the engine now burns methanol, which is a less flammable fuel. Ted Alabakis had to reach into the burning car to free Lynton from his seatbelt. Today, Ted demonstrates the new quick-release belt that was created following Lynton's accident. The seatbelt is designed as a harness to keep the driver secure in the car at high speeds. But as in Lynton's case, it is equally important to be able to get out of the car immediately. The new design has a quick-release buckle that can efficiently be removed, even while wearing protective gloves. Lynton has built a successful trucking business and hasn't allowed his accident to defeat him.
Every day is a challenge. Every hour is a challenge. There's something that you can achieve. If you have a negative thought, follow it up with a positive.
Lynton still owns a sports car that a friend races for him. He knows racing can be dangerous, but is pleased that something good came out of his accident. The sport he loves is now safer for his fellow drivers.